Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the EMG watches DL63 chronograph and the HKED ED63 chronograph. Both of these watches currently do use the same movement. I'm saying that because this is an older model and this does not have the swan neck regulator, but the current production model does. Price for this one, $280, and this one is $400. So you can see right off the bat there's an obvious size difference. These do have, of course, different cases, but also the case shapes are entirely different. This one is based off of the Seagull 1963. It has the same case. I have a video I uploaded probably about a year ago now. I'll try and put that in the description where I compare this to a 1963 seagull chronograph, which I guess is an actual 1963 chronograph, but that's a story for a different day. So this one here has the acrylic crystal, the domed acrylic, and this one has a domed sapphire crystal. This one only comes with sapphire. HKED, I'm not sure if you can choose models with or without acrylic. I'll leave a link to their website as well. You'll see some similarities between the websites. Speaking of that, I had planned this video before realizing that Ed from HKED is associated or is a partner with EMG watches. There's 3 guys involved with this company here. So let's take a look at the movements here. Like I said, according to the website for the HKED, it does now have the swan neck regulator. I don't know if it's the blued swan neck or gold or what they have in the current one, but this is, I would say it's among my favorite movements. I don't really have a favorite movement, but I really like the value you get with this movement. I understand it may not be all that robust, but you know, for the prices of these watches, I guess it's okay. Someone had commented on the video for this one. I think he got a Seagull 1963 for, I think it was like $133 or something. So if you want a watch with this movement, go check one of those out. I like the looks of this watch better, and also the HKED. I really like this color combination with the black and the gild. I actually think this is my first watch I got with black and gild. I bought this before I started this YouTube channel, so I've had this for a few years now. I've actually been wearing this on a NATO strap, but on one of my other videos with this watch, someone said this belongs on the leather strap. As you can see, this one's really not been worn on the leather. This is the HKED leather strap. I like the looks of the NATO because you don't see this gap here. I think with these long lugs it's made for a NATO strap, but this watch is already quite thick without the NATO, and the NATO adds about another 2 millimeters of thickness to the watch. So I'm going to try this on the leather, and also you can more easily take a look at this movement, which to me is a highlight of the watch. Don't have to take the NATO strap off. So you can see this does have a column wheel here. Right there. Which some of your higher end mechanical chronographs have. Most of them don't have a column wheel. So like I said, this does not have a swan neck regulator, but I believe the current production ED63s do. So let me show you this one winding. There's a gear underneath this gold gear. This silver one here is the one that you'll see turning. Also, you can see there's some Chinese characters on here. I don't know what that says, but I can read ST1901 there. 1901, sorry. So look at that gear right below the gold one. Then we'll look at the movement on the other one here, and then we'll go over the dimensions. So same thing with the winding, it'll be the same gear again that'll move. This one's a little harder to turn. I have almost a full wind on this. And there's that swan neck regulator right there. It'd be nice if you could see more of the movement. I'd like to see a larger display window. Yeah, I could stare at these movements for quite a few minutes. Okay, so dimensions. The lug to lug on both of these watches is actually the same at 47 millimeter. Let's put these back to back. Yep, there we go. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe my measurement's off. Maybe the angle. Oh, there we go. Okay. So lug to lug 47. Oh, I'm sorry. 48. 48 on this one, 47 on that one. So off by millimeter. Case diameter on this 42. Case diameter on this 38. And then thickness, the larger watch is actually thinner than the smaller watch. We're looking at 13 millimeter thickness on this one versus 14.8 actually. 14.8 millimeter on the HKED, the watch here in my right hand. The crown sizes are the same, although the pushers are larger on this. I didn't actually measure the pusher, but the crowns on both of these 7 millimeter. And then big difference in lug width. We have 22 versus 18. 18 looks a little kind of small. I think this one is a good size. This might look better with 20 millimeter lugs. Or maybe it's just the long lugs with the narrow lug width that kind of throws off the proportions a little bit. But, you know, this is based on a, what is that, more than 50-year-old watch. Case finishings are different also. This one has brushed and polished surfaces, and then the ED63 is all polished. Totally polished. And then it does have this gilded chapter ring with the gild hands and the gild indices. No loom on this. And this one does have some loom, some BGW9 loom. It's okay, I guess, for how small the loom is on here, the loom pips in the hands. But I really don't care if these watches have loom to them. They're more of a vintage style inspired chronograph. So let me know in the comment section which one of these two you prefer, or maybe you prefer something else like the actual 63 Seagull that has the cream dial, and then it's a mix of red and blue. Also has the red star on there. So what's this one say? 21 jewels, and then this one I believe is 19. Yep, 19. I believe Jean is jewel, and Zhangzhou, maybe that's the city where it's made. I forgot exactly. Yeah, let's look at the distortion of the crystals, and then I'll put each of these on wrist, and then we'll close out the video. Just looking to see if I covered everything in my notes, which I think I have. Oh, they both have 30-meter water resistance as well, so rain and hand washing would be about it. I would not submerge these watches. Oh, yeah, distortion of the crystal. I lost my train of thought there. So, I mean, they both look, the watch on my right it looks very similar to acrylic. And I'm not necessarily seeing a milky ring on this, I don't think. Sapphire tends to have that with dome like this. It has kind of a white milky ring around it. Not really seeing that here. But you can definitely tell when you feel the crystal between acrylic, Hesalite, plexiglass, whatever you want to call it, essentially the same thing. It kind of grips your finger as you push across here. Also, it doesn't feel cold like sapphire. Sapphire feels cold. Acrylic is nice and warm. Like I said, I have worn this watch, usually on a NATO. I just put this leather strap back on it for the video today. I think I had noticed some scratching on here. I don't know. I don't own any poly watch. Maybe I'll wear this watch some more and see if I do get some scratches. And then I'll try and polish them out. But generally, when I wear a watch with acrylic crystal, I usually wear with long sleeve, and the sleeve kind of protects the crystal. But yeah, so there we go with that. Let me get these on wrist, and then I'll close out the video. Start with this one. Like I said, I'll leave a link to both of the websites in the description below. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Like the video and leave a comment, and we can have some discussion back and forth. Really appreciate chatting with you guys. So 6.5-inch wrist, 52mm wristband. It is, yeah, I mean, it's a large looking watch, but you know, I think it's okay. I'll zoom out here, and then we'll get the other one on wrist. And then I'll zoom back in. I'm going to do a better job of cleaning up my desk. This is my Orient Mako 2 USA. Great watch. Just been wearing this a little bit here. Really like this strap too. Nice watch. This one's offered in three different colorways: blue and white, and then you have black subdials with the white dial. That's the Panda, and then they have one that's all black. I prefer the different colors on the watch versus all one color. Well, the HKED is all one color, isn't it? So it's black on black. This is a dark brown strap though. Interesting combination. The strap is really long, which kind of surprised me. I think I could probably get it all the way on that last hole position, because it still is a little bit loose here. But yeah, I was really surprised this strap is so long, considering this is a smaller watch. I kind of like how it looks better on a NATO, but really makes it more thick. We'll zoom back in, and then we'll close out the video. I guess I can't go through the video without activating the chronograph. I do like that orange hand. Also with this one, instead of the white the chronograph second hand, you can get it with red. I think I prefer, this is more of a dressy looking watch to me, so I prefer the white hand, because that matches the subdials. The red just kind of, I mean, it pops more, but I don't really care for how it looks. This one's kind of glitchy. Maybe I need to wind it some more. We'll let these both get past a minute here, and then we'll reset them. I believe this is 4 beats per second. So watch this sub dial here. There we go. So right at 12 o'clock it ticked over, so that's nice. And then the sub dial on the left here is the running seconds dial. Also kind of like a power reserve. Well, not a power reserve, but it lets you know the watch is working. When you see that moving away there. Okay, I'm going to stop this. And then I will reset it, and this hand will snap back. I really like that. I mean, that's really neat. This is kind of harder to push in. Hopefully you heard that click. We'll stop that, and then we'll reset. Just kind of more of a mushy push. You just keep pushing, and then it snaps. You don't feel that resistance. Okay, let's watch this one go past the 12, and then this should tick over for another minute. There we go. And then let this move a little bit further. We'll stop it and then reset. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. I already said that. Well, please subscribe if you haven't. Stop this, and then we'll reset it. All right, now that will conclude the video. As always, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.